¿Qué pasó, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back and Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome back to Los Compas Podcast. Let's get the horns out. Let's get the confetti out. Let's get the shots out. Hey, New Year. No?
New Year's so Ramoy.
New Year so... Hey.
What?
I don't know about that.
Why you capping, bro?
Well, what do you mean by sober? What's the definition of sober?
No alcohol.
Oh,
Why?
Shit. Because sober can mean a lot of things. You could be like only alcohol, no water. Sober for
That's
no water.
That's definitely not what that means.
Wait, I'm sorry, did he say no water?
It can mean that. Like you could be like, I'm not drinking water this year.
I don't know. I did it. Was it last? I forgot what year I did it. I went from
caved.
Yeah, he caved.
I didn't cave. I just was like, okay. I mean, it wasn't like
he needed it. Like, he caved.
It's not like I was drinking heavily. I was just like, oh, let me see how long I can go without drinking. So I think I went from New Year's to like March for my dad's birthday.
I guess that's a good amount of time. Three months is okay, I guess.
I mean, trust me, Veronica hated it because we went to Disneyland. I didn't like. We went the hotel we got gets like you get happy hour, so you can drink.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, who goes to Disneyland to drink?
So the hotel we got like had a happy hour, and like I didn't drink a single alcohol, and she was kind of like, "What the fuck,
bro?" To me, that means I could get fucked up and have someone to take care of me.
I mean, that's how I see it. From January to March.
Shit. Well, hey, right off the bat, guys. New Year's, you know, New Year's resolutions are a thing. Everybody talks about them. 90% of them don't happen. So, well, maybe I'm just talking from my point of view, but from my New Year's resolutions. But do you guys have any New Year's resolutions that you guys are trying to do this year?
Bro, you took the question right out of my mouth, and I think Moy already answered. You know, it looks like New Year, no alcohol kind of thing. You know, I mean,
it's not a resolution. I legitimately, I just want to see. I mean, it's not even. I probably won't happen. Like, to be honest, as soon as I can. Honestly, the main reason I haven't drank is because I've been sick. Like all December, I got COVID like the second week, and then I was good for like a week, and then I ended up starting to feel sick again, and then it turns out I have an ear infection. I still can't hear on my right ear.
So if I were to scream into this microphone right now, you wouldn't be able to hear it?
Chill.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
I just haven't drank, so I know as soon as I stop feeling sick, I'm gonna fucking pound those drinks because I fucking need it.
Hey, whoa.
Damn.
Nah, but, I mean. I wouldn't consider it my New Year's resolution. I probably would consider my New Year's resolution not to drink as heavily as I have, not get fucked up. I think
know how to say no when someone brings a drink to you at a party.
Don't do any.
No, I'll still say yes. But
so no change,
bro. It's just common courtesy, bro. You can't disrespect that.
No, you can.
But I think it's more like drink to the buzz and not get to higher than that. And just kind of ride the buzz rather than like, you know, I'm fucking blackout or like, you know, get fucking faded. But we'll see. I mean, I say that, but
all right, see you in a week.
Who knows? I mean, yeah, I'm like, who knows? Maybe this week I'm gonna get fucking plastered.
I'm gonna see a fucking Instagram story or a Snapchat of him just fucking downing.
Well, there's a party this weekend, so
I knew it.
Miguel, you're going to the same one. It's a wedding, but
if you ask me, this is my hot take. New Year resolutions are crap. The whole new year, new me kind of thing is crap. Yeah. I think not to knock on anyone that does them. Not to knock on anyone that does them. I just think, in my opinion, years, days, weeks, time is like just kind of relative. It's whatever. I think you can start changing whenever you want to start changing. You don't gotta wait.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
It is a good starting point. It is like a good way to like kind of refresh yourself. You know, kind of it's a kind of good thing like that. But
yeah.
You know, tips and tricks to start a New Year's resolution and keep it going is baby steps, set small goals, you know, slowly change your habits, lifestyles. And, you know, that's how you get past that negative number of like 90% of people don't get past like February and March, you know, with the New Year's resolutions kind of thing. That's kind of why I don't believe in, because you can start whenever. But so still, I guess New Year's is a good time to start. Because
does that mean you don't have one, or?
No, I do have one. I was thinking about it earlier, kind of this year. Earlier, as in like 3 days ago, because we're barely on the 4th right now. I am definitely looking at trying to better my mental health through diet and exercise. So eating cleaner, so my body feels cleaner, so that, you know, it works cleaner. I think I'm getting to the point where it's like I might not be all that old, but like all the negative effects I've done over the years to my body, it's like kind of caught up, like all the fast food, all the sugar, just all the bad diets, no exercise. It's like
all the alcohol.
It's like a ticking time bomb. All the alcohol. Hey, well, I don't know about the drugs.
All the cocaine, all the ecstasy,
all
the chill,
crack cocaine,
so,
methamphetamine.
That's one of my goals. And then kind of just to be more of a positive influence to the people around me. In our community, also on here. So yeah, it's kind of like the goals I'm setting for myself.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, same, bro. I'm here in support of Miguel and his dreams and his endeavors. Mine, I would say, are pretty. I don't know. I feel like this is just something that everybody wants in their life, But I mean, I agree with you. I feel like New Year's resolution is just like a trend that happens. That like most of the time, no one ever really like does it by the end of it. But I mean, it's always good to set goals. That I do believe in goals and stuff like that. But like the New Year's resolution kind of thing, yeah, I get where you're coming from. But definitely set goals for yourself. Like, I mean, it could be like your yearly goal and just call it your New Year's resolution, I guess. Yeah. But mine would definitely be just being more financially like secure. And by that, I mean, like, just because we want to buy a house. So we want to be financially like able to be able to get that house. So just start saving a lot more money, just paying off our debts and shit like that. So I definitely want to focus this year on just like, paying off our debts, saving up enough money to be able to maybe by the end of the year buy a house, or maybe even earlier, who knows. But that, and then success in our businesses that we have, like Monica, she has her business and doing color black hoodies and things like that. Hers is one of them, is definitely like being her business like be successful, maybe bring a lot more customers. And then same for us with our Cine Dad clothing brand, being able to be financially successful with that. And then even the podcast, this is even like for our podcast to like fucking blow up out of nowhere, hopefully this year. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but if it does, that's one of the goals right there.
Yeah
It's
definitely on my list of goals as well.
Hell yeah. So let's see if we can get this shit to blow up. Who knows what will happen. 2023, like I said, year Los Compas. Make this shit happen.
Yes sir.
Hey, and starting off by like everybody, CineThatClothing.com, buy a Los Compas hoodie. Hey, you support us?
Oh man, I'm right here. Took it off. It was fucking warm as hell in my room.
This guy is cold in like negative degree weather right now. Or he's hot in negative degree weather.
Yeah, it's everyone in the Central Valley. By the time this comes out, the storm will be over. But
my prayers are out to you guys.
Be safe out there. Don't drive. Don't go out if it's not necessary. We're probably gonna get hit with the big storm soon, allegedly.
Don't be like
I don't know if you guys can hear it through our microphones right now. It's actually pretty loud outside.
No, I can't.
Is it raining for you?
Is it not raining for you?
No.
Hey man, it's wild right now out here.
Wait, let me remove one of my head. No, all I hear is my computer. It's not raining over here.
Yeah, it's raining.
At least right now.
The wind's so strong it's blowing into the chimney and like blowing the doors open right now too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh, it's called, like when I was at work and you could see it like, because we have dock doors for the people loading and you could just see hella water and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to drive in that. And when I got off, there was no rain whatsoever. But it was windy.
That was the warning shot, It's real shit coming.
Well, I guess they said that it's gonna get like crazier in like the next 10 days, right? From what I
I think it's like an 8-day thing, I think.
The next 2 days are gonna be wild.
What they call it, the Pineapple Express.
Seen videos of like Sacramento basically like being flooded already.
Yeah, bro. I've seen this shit. All the cars underwater.
And it's only gonna get worse, man. Like that's it's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie.
Like what do you do in that situation? Like put yourself in like hopefully it doesn't happen, but like if you were in a situation where like you're in the area where it's just surrounded by water and like you just get fucked over and you just got shit ton of water around you, like what do you do?
Well, what do you mean exactly? Like are you in your home? Are you in your car?
Like because you see those people like in the news, or people like being recorded like on top of their cars and their fucking car is just surrounded by water and they're just on top of the car waiting for some shit to happen. Like what do you do in that situation?
You're out already driving and you're stuck in the water.
Yeah.
What can you do?
First of all,
he's afraid.
You fucked up.
Do you know how to swim? Do you swim in it? Do you like?
Miguel's fucked.
No, your best chance is
you don't know how to swim?
Car. I can swim, but I can't float. But if we're talking about raging speed waters like that, I'm done. Like I'm
obviously you're not gonna
stay in my
fucking jump in the
car.
water like that.
I might as well just stay in the car, close my vents, and close the windows, and hope it doesn't come in. But if it comes in, well, then better get on my car. And if getting on my car doesn't help either, well, shit,
Miguel, I
man.
think you got the smallest, the lowest car out of all of us too. So I think you're the first to go.
Mine's lower, I think.
My shit's on
but what if
it's on the floor? Right?
Yeah, but what if you're lucky? What if you're on Veronica's RAV4? You're a little bit higher.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I
I'm
think Miguel's gone.
Hey, babe, I need you to pick me up.
Yeah. Miguel's done.
That is,
he's the first to go, and then I'm the second to go, and then Moises is the lucky third.
That is scary, though. I want to say, like, those people, like, I'd be really scared to be in that situation, being stuck in like that kind of water. You know,
all the alligators start coming out.
That'd be wild. Wait, Jumanji shit or what, bro? What? Can you imagine? Shoot. Like, who rolled these dice?
Yeah. This leads to another question that I wanted to ask you guys. Kind of like what would you do in this situation too? This one's like kind of similar to it, but kind of the opposite. So like, what would you do if you were the sole survivor of a plane crash? Knock on wood. There's obviously, what are the chances of that shit happening? But like, will you ever put yourself in a situation or ever think of a situation like this? Not maybe the plane crash, but like, what would you do if you were like the sole survivor of a plane crash?
That's why I have anxiety, because I put myself in situations like that.
Yeah, I think this is why we all have anxiety, to be honest. Man.
Well, in that situation, depends. Where am I crashing?
Yeah, so I mean, it could be a situation where you land on a fucking island.
Oh, if you land on an island.
But in this situation, let's just pretend that you're like you're crashed. Obviously, you're not gonna know where you're at, but it's like land. It's just like a whole bunch of land around you.
First things first. Set up shelter and scout for water. Well, I mean, if you crash in a plane, first of all, let's rewind real quick. You crash in a plane, there will be some supplies on the plane. You can gather whatever supplies you can get, because probably some of them might have burned up or like, completely destroyed out in the wreckage kind of thing. Gather whatever you can. Get some sort of shelter, maybe using the plane, maybe using whatever's around you. Make sure you have water at least for sure, kind of ration it out, and then, explore the area. Maybe try to make a weapon just in case it's not safe. I guess my instinct would be obviously to double check if there's any survivors, but if you're saying right off the bat there's no survivors, well then...
Yeah, at that point you already checked, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's tough, bro. For me, I would...
Miguel's really thought about this.
Yeah, I like your answer though, Miguel.
So I mean, from my knowledge, I would also look for like the black box on the plane to make sure like it's trying to like transmit a signal. That way they can you can hopefully get located on on the island kind of thing.
Yeah, the black box would be the last fucking thing on my mind. I wouldn't even remember about the black box being a fucking thing that's on there. My first thing would be like, obviously, like supplies and shit like that. But I would also try to like find a phone just to see if anybody has a fucking phone that's working and I could call someone. If it's like a plane that's like on its way to Mexico and shit like that, I feel like that kind of changes things too. Like you're in a different area, so you don't even know where you're at and stuff. Yeah, just like get supplies. And if you're able to find a phone and like locate like the location that you're at, you can see if there's anybody, like any nearby like towns or cities that you can just like walk to, or obviously you just call for help. But set up like a little camp thing. Like if it's late at night, just stay there for overnight. I honestly, that's the best thing that you can do. What else can you do?
I mean, I was also assuming that we didn't have any access to like technology, to call for help kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you're on a plane. Obviously,
but obviously
is a thing nowadays.
If we do crash, and I have my phone on me, that's the first thing I'm checking, bro. Like, I'm like, hey,
yeah, that's just correct. Do you got a Nokia? Because if not, then your iPhone's definitely broken.
I got an OtterBox, if that makes any difference.
Hey, Loki, it might. Shit, what will you do, Moises?
I don't know.
He'd be in shock,
my boy would
bro.
just like,
hey, yo,
my boy just accepted his fate.
I'd just be like,
I'm just there.
Hey, bro, there's no survivors. Fuck this shit.
But like, what do you mean, fuck this shit? Like,
you ended, bro.
Hey, yo, shit. What? Damn, that's some dark. Damn, that's a dark, bro. That's dark, bro. Not even the main character in the Hatchet did that, bro. Shout out to Hatchet.
You're the MC in this, Moises. You're the MC in this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, gather whatever you can and see if you can salvage anything that can help you. If we're just in a barren, land, whatever, it's like, well, try, like Miguel said, shelter. Like, that's the first thing you got to do. Make sure you can keep yourself warm, because as soon as you go cold, that's it, game over. Hopefully it's during the summer and not during winter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to enter in summer either. If it's like a really hard area, well, then you're going to dehydrate faster.
That's
Here
true.
we go.
It's tough.
It's
all right.
downsides to it, like every type of situation.
It's a spring.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
But
weather.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy to think about.
And that makes me not want to fly in a plane. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably just panic the whole time. I feel like I'm not one to be calm under this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm
like
saying a lot.
I'm
saying like I want to do this, and this. I know when it actually were to happen, I'd be like,
Dude, this literally. Okay, so that I'm glad you brought that up, just because. Yeah, you always kind of think about it, like, what would you do if like this were to happen to you? Me, myself, I would always tell myself that, bro, I would keep calm, and then I would like do the right thing in whatever type of situation would come up. I had this experience that just literally fucking was like a slap to the face. I think I told you guys this story, but I remember one time my parents were at a friend's house one day, and they didn't have a ride to get back home. So it was my aunt and my uncle and then my sisters that were home, and we were like, let's go pick them up. And then we went over there to pick up my parents, and while we were waiting outside, because they were finishing up on a conversation that they were having over there. And so we were waiting in the car outside. And while we were waiting, we like noticed somewhere out in the fucking distance. Just note that the house we're in, it was like around a lot of land. So there's like nothing out there. We noticed like fucking a truck being chased by like, I don't know how many cop cars. And we're like, damn, what the fuck is going on over there? And like, there's fucking a chase going on. And we didn't think none of it because it was like pretty far. We were just continuously waiting for my parents to come out. Just, I don't know how many minutes passed by. Out of fucking nowhere, dude. We had the car doors open, so the passenger and the driver's door. We had both doors open, and then out of nowhere, I feel like a hand grabbed my shoulder, and I didn't think none of it. I thought it was maybe just my uncle. I fucking noticed that I was being grabbed, and when I looked, it was some fucking random ass guy that I didn't even know, and the fucking guy pulled me out of the car. Fucking didn't know what to do. I just froze. I didn't know what was going on. I froze. I noticed that my uncle like quickly gets out of the car, goes around the car, and tries to get the guy, because he pulled me out of the car and got in the driver's seat. And my uncle just went around and tried to pull him. But as he was trying to pull him out, the fucking guy steps on the accelerator, and the car goes, and he knocks my uncle down while he was trying to get him. And at the same time, my aunt and my sister were like in the backseat. And you can hear him like screaming. And I was like, bro, I was still at that point in shock. And I didn't know what to do. I don't know what the fuck the guy was thinking, but he did like a U-turn to be able to try to escape. And when he finished doing the U-turn, thank God that he did it. The guy stopped, and then my aunt and my sister were like able to get out of the car at that point. And then after they got off the car, he fucking sped off. Like one of the doors was open, and there was like a tree. And like when he fucking drove next to the tree, like, it like slammed the door shut because he like drove past it. All those fucking times and moments where I would think to myself, like, what would I do in a situation where like if like I would be assaulted, or fucking I would be in a situation kind of like this, and I would be like, nah, bro, I would be the fucking hero. I would fucking man up and be the one to like protect and defend everybody. And nope, that whole situation, dude, I literally fucking was shocked. I let myself be grabbed and just fucking thrown easily like nothing. And I didn't do anything. I did absolutely nothing. And my uncle, he's the one that like, instincts kicked in, bro. As soon as he saw that I got grabbed and like thrown out of the car, he fucking zoomed to the driver's seat and tried to pull him out. But unfortunately, the guy fucking stepped on the accelerator, and he just like got knocked over because of like the momentum of the car moving and shit. They found him later on. They found the car a couple miles away. He was like found like under like some type of tree. But it was fucking crazy, man. It was a crazy experience, and it just goes to show you like, you think you're gonna do something, but in the end, the way you react is just gonna be completely different than the way that you think you're gonna do something.
Damn, bro, why didn't you swing?
Bro,
why didn't
you
have your seatbelt on, bro? That's a real question.
Because we were outside waiting, man. I don't know why, dude. I always think back to myself, like, why the fuck didn't I fucking tackle him or something? Or why didn't I punch his ass? And even my sisters later on told me that while they were in the car, that Emily and my aunt, they were fucking socking him in the back of the head while they were in the car. They're like, they did more than I did. And if they were fucking in the car with the guy.
And now I don't know. Bully you.
Exactly, shit. But it's just, I don't know. I guess it was just the fact that I just got grabbed out of nowhere and just thrown out. Maybe I was just shocked the whole time. But
you seem under paranoid, because I feel like in that situation, I wouldn't leave the door open no matter what, and I'd have like the window partially down, but I'd always be looking like at my side view mirror. But then again, I think it's just the area we live in, like also it's not really safe. So
well, but that's the middle of nowhere. I would have kept everything closed.
But
yeah, actually, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, but like it's an area that we know, like nothing like this has ever happened to us before. We're at a friend's house that we were just waiting, like we were just standing outside the car. No, it wasn't nighttime. It was like it was maybe like a few hours from becoming dark, but it wasn't nighttime.
Oh, so
it was in
so you got creeped up on in broad daylight?
Yeah, but dude, it's just crazy how it happened because we saw that shit in the distance. It was those same people that we saw in the distance being chased by the cars. It was those people. We didn't think that the people that we saw in the distance hella far away, they literally ran all that distance to be able to get to us. We didn't fucking notice that they came to our area, and he like fucking Metal Gear Solid style fucking sneaked up on the car and like just waited for the right opportunity to get me or something.
But yeah,
it was the same people in the distance.
The whole time you were saying that story, I was just like picturing it in my head, and I put you in a very dark area, and then someone stuck up behind you. This guy just telling me it's in broad daylight. Oh,
yeah, she was in broad daylight, man. But yeah, I mean, just the whole point is just like, yeah, you put yourself in those scenarios where like you're like, I would react this way. I would definitely do something about it or defend. I would jump in front of a bullet for someone or shit like that. But in the moment when it actually finally does happen, you probably react completely different.
I ain't jumping in front of anything for anyone
because your flight or fright response just kicks in, and it's either one or the other or neither. In your case,
it's one or the other. You just completely freeze.
Your body just goes in a shock. Your brain doesn't know what to do. I mean, you're right. You can never really be ready. I mean, you can try to create as many scenarios as you can in your head, but then you get paranoid and anxious about everything, and then you don't enjoy life. So yeah, let's not do that one, you know. But damn, that is crazy, dude. That is crazy.
But yeah, that was probably the craziest shit that's ever happened to me and fucking my family.
The only time I can think of where I've like told myself I'd do something, but I ended up not doing anything. It's like I almost got jumped one time walking to the bus stop, bro. He's like, I was walking with me and my friend, and like these three guys jumped out of the bush, ready to jump us, and then like we're like, oh shit, you know, and then they were about to like come at us, and I'm like, wait, bro, I know you. When like one guy in the back, and then like, oh shit, they're like, oh, I know him too, and then they're like, all right, you know, like they just called me, they're like, all right, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Wait, so you actually like you told him like, hey, I know you?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, wait, you look familiar, and he's like, oh shit, yeah, we went to Wakefield together because I transferred schools already to go to another school, but I had met him at my old school, and I helped him out with like, you know, homework and shit. So
shit. I was like, help him out good enough because he's full.
Hey, chill.
No. They didn't end up jumping him though. So because of that,
yeah, they're like, all right, you know, my bad. Wait, no, we're just messing around. I was like, that's some bullshit, but you know, fuck, I'll take it. Let's get out of here.
It's a yoke, man. Relax.
Damn.
Yeah, that one was crazy because it's just like, you know, you think about it as a kid, it's like, oh, you might get jumped by bullies or something, but like you never think, oh fuck, it's gonna actually happen, you know?
Nah, I never thought that.
And I was like, bro, I'm like, we're either gonna get our ass kicked right here, or we're gonna kick some ass, but I don't know which one it was.
Do you think
it didn't look convincing, bro?
Yeah.
In that situation, it's 2-on-3, and we gotta fight it out, bro. Like, I mean,
yeah. I mean, you're not gonna let yourself get hit, right? Obviously.
I mean, I might take a few hits, but
just to like scare him, be like, sock me again, and you just keep going.
Sock me again.
The second one, that's what it knocks you out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that one was that was pretty wild.
The only crazy thing that's happened in my family is that we got someone broke into our like house, kind of. So like there was like the main house that the landowners had, and then they built like a studio type thing behind that. So we lived in that studio thing. But to get to our house, like there was a side door, and you had to walk this pathway and then get to our house. And my dad, he has hella like tools and shit, but he had this like giant table with doors. I don't know if either we forgot to lock it that night or she broke the lock or whatever. Some lady ended up putting like hella of my dad's tools in a shopping cart. It was like me, like I don't even know how old was I, but I was like gonna get ready for school that morning, and my mom ended up like walking outside, and she noticed that it was like someone there, like because we heard like noise. So I think my mom was like, "Hey, it's not yours" or whatever, something like that. And then the lady was like, I don't know if she was tweaking or like whatever. She like ended up taking the shopping cart down that walkway out to the front of the house. And then my mom like followed her, And like I was like hella confused. Like I didn't know what was happening. So I think I was like in Saint Bernard's. Like I was kind of just like in shock. Like what the fuck is happening? Like it didn't happen to me, but I was kind of just like, huh, what? Like what's going on? Luckily, the homeowners that lived in front of us, they were so if I'm facing the house, they were driving to my right, and then the lady was walking to the left. So luckily, the guy that was driving to the right, he like looked in the rearview mirrors and saw my mom like flailing her arms and like yelling, and so he like literally just fucking put that bitch in reverse and reversed all the way down the street. Damn. And ended up like stopping the lady like at a corner and then like telling her, hey, like that's not yours, blah blah blah. And then cops ended up like showing up and everything.
Jeez.
But this is like
that's crazy.
Like before I went to school.
Oh shit, that's fucking crazy.
That shit was wild, bro.
Yeah, bro. And then how are you not traumatized? I'm like, what?
I don't know, dude. I feel like
remember he got cleansed. He's fine.
Cleansed, bro. Was this before or after fucking falling asleep and crashing?
No, this is way after, bro. Oh no,
it was way after.
Was it? No. Yeah, it definitely was after my car accident.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn, fuck. When was the cleanse though?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just I told you that shit was a long time ago when I was a kid, bro.
Oh, the cleansing was as a kid. Hey, bro, you need the second round, bro. Honestly.
I was cleansed as a kid. Yeah, I don't know.
You need to get a refund, bro. Because that shit did not work.
Like, yeah, I feel like with all these like accidents that happen and shit like that, I feel like I should have some type of like fucking PTSD or some shit, but I don't know.
You're knock on wood, bro. You don't want it.
Instead, that fool moved to one of the busiest fucking places in the world.
Yeah. Instead, I came over here for more stress. But
maybe he craves the rush, bro. Maybe he craves the fucking.
No, I'm definitely
place where anything can happen any day.
He's a junkie for sure.
I'm definitely affected by it, like in the moment and shit like that. But I think over time, I just put it somewhere where I just don't think about it.
He just forgets about it. He's like, eh.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, like I almost drowned, and now I avoid pools like for a good a good distance, you know.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like when I drive and stuff like that, I don't feel scared of driving. I do feel I'm more scared of like being a passenger with someone else driving because like fuck, I don't have control. Especially with Dulce. Fuck that bitch. Fucking I don't know, bro. I always call her out on a driving, bro. That's just she's a speed demon on the fucking road. I'm always terrified. I need to put like 5 seatbelts on when I'm in the car with her. But yeah, like that's really only with driving. Like yeah, only when I'm not the one driving is when I feel a little bit not at ease. Because, I mean, look what happened with you, bro. I wasn't driving and you crashed.
It was a light crash, bro. It was a light crash.
Because, like, well, I think for me, like, after my accident, like, I legit had, like, just PTSD of, like, every time I saw someone overpass a car, like, that triggered me. Because, like, it was always to the point where, like, fuck, they're not going to make it. Like, they're not going to make it. It was what really fucking freaked me out. It's like, I never thought, I mean, I knew it was going to happen. Like, after my accident, I had to go, like, check my car and, like, take my personal belongings. Like, on the drive there, it's like, I've done that drive numerous times, but, like, that day, like, my dad drove, and, like, just seeing where it happened, like, it was the craziest experience ever.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't been through there since the accident. And then,
yeah, it's kind of surreal. It feels surreal.
Yeah, like, we ended up pulling over, and we ended up finding my, part of my rim.
Holy shit. You took it from memories or?
Yeah.
You know what it could be, though? Sorry to interrupt you. You know what it could be, though, Miguel? Because we're comfortable now driving and shit, but like I mean, you might have a little bit more anxiety, but it could be that since all of us have experienced that like trauma of like being in a car accident, like we're definitely a lot more careful when it comes to driving now than way before.
Oh,
so
for sure.
The people that we're passengers with, since they haven't gone through that trauma of being in a car accident, they don't know what it feels like. So obviously they're not going to be as careful as we are. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I have noticed that like when I drive with Veronica, like she's a pretty good driver, but like there's times where I'm just like, whoa, like I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, so I would have fucking avoided that shit.
But it's crazy. But like now I'm fine. I think I'm same with you. Like I'm fine driving. It's just being a passenger sometimes does like get to me. But to avoid that, I just fall asleep.
Nah, bro, me
a lot now actually.
Right?
What?
He's like, no wonder you're
always falling asleep, bro. In the
bro,
seat.
because then
we just woke up. You're falling asleep again, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of my sis. I get scared of falling asleep because then I can't catch the mistakes that the people are doing that are driving, and I'll be like, I feel like if I'm awake, I'll be able to like prevent something.
I think it also depends on who's driving, because like with Veronica, like I can fall asleep easily in the car because like I mean I trust her, and I think same with like whenever like we go out with Miguel and like we have like long distances, like I'll usually drive there because I'm more awake, and on the way back I just can't especially because like if we like party too hard or whatever. And then that's where I've heard too, like the more comfortable you are, like the easier it is for you to fall asleep. So
Yeah,
I mean, I know
I get it.
I've experienced it with like when Veronica and I were dating, or I mean we're still dating, but like when she would like come over, or I'd come over, just like hanging out, like I'd get super sleepy.
Yeah.
And then I started reading into it, and it's like a lot of people get like super calm and sleepy because they feel calm and safe being around that person.
So that's
this one looked it. This one looked it up because he's like, "Am I a dick for falling asleep around her?" That's why I looked it up.
Hey, give me one of those, bro.
Well, yeah, because I was just like, dude, like I was just kind of like always like that's when I like was working shitty shifts too, and just like I mean I was just hella tired from work. So I was also I worked, like I'm tired. I mean I read into it, and that's what I read, that like the more comfortable you are around the person, or the more safe you feel, like the easier it is for you to fall asleep. So
and then that's when you get murdered in your sleep, bro. You know?
That's when you're most vulnerable.
And that's how you get the double whammy.
I have another question for you guys.
Oh, here we go.
This is a funny one. Hey, bro, I got some interesting questions, bro.
It better be funny, bro, because I'm over this.
Well,
this
I don't think it's funny, but we can make it
funny.
No. Then why you say it's funny? Eh?
Well, it depends. You know, the answers could be funny. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever come across a situation like this, but say you're walking behind somebody and this person accidentally drops money, and they don't notice that they drop money. Are you that type of person that will just pick it up and not say anything, just keep the money? Or are you the type of person that will let the person know that they dropped the money and give it back to them? Like say someone dropped
did they drop $1 or did they drop 100?
That doesn't matter. $100, $1.
No.
Okay, fine. Say this person dropped $100 bill. Are you letting that person know, or are you keeping it?
Easy money, bro. Easy money.
Easy money.
The come up is real.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Guess who $100 richer?
Honestly, bro, if it's $100, man, like I'd probably.
I don't know, man. Like part of me is like return it, and then like maybe they'll be like, oh, thank you, like here's a $5.
Yeah.
Or something. Or it's like everyone's doing fucking social experiments nowadays, where it's like if you return it, maybe you can get like 10 racks back.
Yeah.
It's not even that, man. I don't think about it that way.
There's also people though who are fucking dicks and just drop that shit on purpose
just to see,
and it's fake money.
The influencers, the content creators that do that shit.
It's just fake.
You don't want to be caught on camera and then exposed.
The way I see it,
I don't know.
If that was me throwing money, if somebody was behind me, I'd hope they'd tell me, "Hey, here you go." Like you don't.
Oh, here comes good guy Miguel.
Hey, let him tell us that. Let him give us a chance.
If this person deserved to get money lost, that's a different story.
But how do you know though? It's a random person.
You don't.
It's a random person in front of you.
No. That's why I always assume. I just assume, hey.
So that's why Miguel always assumes that they deserve it.
If that was me and I dropped the money, I'd hope that the person behind me was just kind enough to be like, "Hey, you dropped this," and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." I don't know about the whole reward thing. I mean, if I had like a a 5 or a 10 to give him, I'd be like, maybe. At the same time, it's like, I mean, it's the right thing to do, I guess.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. If in the past, honestly, I probably would have just kept the 100, because my thought process is, bro, it's $100. Like, when is this shit ever gonna happen again? It's a lot of money, so, and I probably need it right now, so I'm gonna keep the money. But now, just because of the people I'm surrounded with, like Miguel, for example, my fiance, for example, and then Lucy, especially, because Lucy's a very selfless person. She's a very sharing, caring person. I know they would fucking give that shit back like right away, notify them like right away, and they would give me shit if I ever did something like that. So nowadays, if I see someone like lose money or drop money in front of me, just knowing in my head that they would give me so much shit if I kept it, just because of that, I would give the money back to the person.
Well, it's a good thing I don't hang out with them, because I'm keeping the $100 bill.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm being real though. Like I would have definitely kept that shit in the past. I would have kept that money in the past.
Look,
like, I've had people around me teach me the good ways.
I also see it this way: like when you find a $100 bill on the floor, it's like, damn, you find a $100 bill. Now you're just seeing where that $100 bill came from. It was yours to begin with.
Yeah.
What?
It's another way to look at it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, bro, it was gonna come out anyways.
It was meant to be the one. Yeah, but I mean, it's also that karma thing. Like, people are gonna be like, it's bad karma if you
But what if that's
Keep
your
the
good
money.
karma?
Hold on.
What
Do you
if
believe
that's
in
your
karma,
good
though?
karma?
Do you believe in
Do I
karma?
believe in?
Though?
I believe in, and I don't know if this is karma, but I believe in if you do good things happen to you, and if you do bad things happen to you.
See, I believe in this shit too, but where are my good things at, yo?
Hey, it could still come. It could still come.
Bitch, it might
It
not,
might not
for
come
you?
right away.
You
What
left
says
me.
is a kind of good
You
thing
left
that
me.
happened.
You left me when you
Nah,
got a
nah,
girlfriend.
Shit.
Nah, bro. You want to talk about who left who when they got a girlfriend?
Oh,
Damn.
it was 2 weeks. Get
We
over
bringing
it.
up dirty laundry.
It was 2 weeks. Get over it. It's been years
Yeah.
for you.
And here I am. Where's she?
Fuck. You told me, eh?
Skip.
Just kidding. Hey, back to the thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Back to the money. All right. So all in all, Moises would keep it. I would have kept it in the past, but not anymore. And then Miguel would definitely return it right away.
So I'm the slimy piece of shit. All right.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
maybe,
it looks like
I wouldn't say slimy piece of shit. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is like
maybe it was meant to fall for you. Yeah.
And it fell in front of me. Maybe I'm the lucky one, and I'm gonna take it. You know.
Look, if it was either of you two that dropped it, 100% keeping it.
You're fucking right, dude. Same though. I'd be like, "Hey, let's go get lunch on me," and then
hey, bro,
like,
on me. Honestly, though, lunch is on you though.
And you know, I would let you keep it just for keeping it real. You know,
I'd keep it for a while, and then I'd be, "Hey, man, you dropped this like 3 hours ago. I'm not gonna lie to you."
I'd give it to you. I'd give it to you back for your birthday, and like frame it. Be like,
I'd
hey,
use
you
it to
dropped
buy
this.
a birthday gift.
No, I just frame it and give it back to you with the card. Like, hey, you dropped this.
But low key, that would be a good gift because what if at that time when he gave you that gift, you needed that money?
What if we didn't?
You're still $100 richer now.
Yeah, you still $100. You still got $100.
What if you needed the $100, but you dropped them and you just spiral out of control? You know, for like 2 weeks
because
like that,
you
lost it.
True.
I mean,
remember that one time I put up those Hardwell tickets and then I fucked up and didn't take them off? Did I tell you about that, Hernan? So we bought Hardwell tickets I think like a year in advance, it felt like. And then by the time the concert actually happened, we were like, we don't feel like going. So I ended up putting the tickets on StubHub, seeing if someone would buy them. And then I tweeted about it. And then someone on Twitter was like, hey, I'll take them. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I just don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
My dumbass forgot to take the listing off StubHub. And then someone actually wanted them. So I had to back pay what I listed them for because I didn't take it down.
They got sold to those people, apparently.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I sold my tickets. I got my money. I was like, cool, like sick. Like I think I lost like $40. I think I like dropped $20 on them. Or I dropped the price $20 on each. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like I lost $40, but I ended up saving whatever. I get like an email like, oh, StubHub, blah, blah. I was like, StubHub? Like, what the fuck? I haven't bought anything. And then I checked and it's like, oh, someone bought your ticket and you were unable to provide them, so we have to charge you, blah, blah. And I was like, fuck.
And how much did they end up charging you?
The price of the ticket, I think I put them for $80 a piece or $90 a piece.
Damn. So essentially you just lost all the money pretty much.
I lost money and more because I had already taken a loss on the tickets.
Damn, that's fucking horrible, dude. I would have cried, to be honest.
I was so fucking pissed for like a good week. Talked to Veronica about it. I talked about Miguel. Like I was fucking talking to everyone. I was fucking pissed. And then everyone at the end of the day was like, if it was meant to happen, it was meant to happen. And I was like, fuck it. I'm like, look, someone got to enjoy the show. At the end of the day, like, I lost money, but like nothing bad happened to me. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take it.
I recently watched something where that line is just bullshit too, man. Sometimes.
What?
If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. No, man. Some shit happens because we fucking make mistakes. Some shit happens because other people make mistakes. It's not because if it's meant to happen, No. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's what my dad says to me sometimes too. Like, because there'd be a point in time where like, fuck, bro. Like, why does this keep happening to me? Like, I keep saying that I'm unlucky. That is what I would keep saying. And he's like, nah, bro. It's not that you're unlucky. It's just like it's stuff that happened because we make it happen, or it happens because we let it happen. So in the future, do things where it won't happen. Pretty much, like take action. Pretty much.
The way my mom told me was like, with anything that happens in life, she's like, las cosas pasan por razón.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. Like,
I feel like that's a way for people to cope with something happening that's out of their control. But at the same time, it's like, fuck yeah, dude, what are you gonna do? Like, be mad at the world because, like, yeah, I could have been fucking pissed more and like gone more, but at the same time it's like I'm not saying like be mad at for something happening or anything. Like, it's okay to feel the initial emotion, obviously, but I also I kind of don't agree with saying it happened for a reason. I just say it is what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Like not it happened.
It is what it is.
But it is what it is. You just move on.
It is what it is.
Happens,
do what it do.
We still here. We still here. We thriving. We living.
Yeah, that's what I told. Probably who I told Veronica. I was kind of just like, be mad at the things you can control, and move on from the things you can't.
It's hard. It's easier said than done, though.
It is, but I'm starting to realize that like the more I do it, it's like fuck it, dude. Like if I can't control something, then shit, I'm just gonna let it happen or let it be whatever it is, and at least then you're not stressing over something you can't control.
Well said. Good answers, guys. Good answers. And then I have one final question for y'all.
All right, hit it.
Hey, don't be acting like these questions ain't good, man. These are good questions right here. So the last question.
That was kind of mid, but
hey, I'll beat your ass, bro, in a good way.
Chill, Shady.
Yeah. On one of the more recent podcasts, Moises asked the question about if you can have any physical gift that you want, not like supernatural, like you can't say that you want to fly and shit like that. He asked that question before, but now this question, it will be the opposite. So it's a question that's been asked everywhere. Everybody knows this question. So like, if you could have
any superpower.
Yeah, exactly. If you could have any superpower in the world, because we've never talked about this, what superpower would you choose and why? I have an answer, but I want to see.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Answer.
Well, my answer. I have two answers, but if I only could choose one, I would very, very much like the.
Okay, hold on, time out. This guy said I have two, but if I can only pick one, you're the one asking the question about picking one.
All right, two. All right. We can choose two.
No.
All right, then we'll stick to one. All right, if we could choose one superpower, mine, I would very much like the power of teleportation. I think that would be a dope one to have right there. And with these rising gas prices, these motherfuckers, the gas prices went down. Those motherfuckers are going back up. I could travel anywhere in the world.
Now, are we talking about
just like that,
like looper teleportation?
No, not like going. That's like time traveling, bro.
No, Looper was on the time travel one. It was you just think of the place and you can go there.
You have to have you have to have like a thought of it. Like,
well, I'm sure that's how. I'm sure that's how teleportation works.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if there's like a definition of how teleportation exactly is done, but I'm sure if you want to go to Paris, you can teleport to Paris.
My question is like, machine. So you don't get.
You have too many questions. No fatigue, bro. You can just teleport.
You can just teleport over and over and over. You can
just teleport. Bro, why so deep?
Unrealistic.
How is that? Bro, teleportation is unrealistic in general.
They had fatigue in Looper?
Yeah.
I don't remember them being tired of it. No. Did they?
Yes.
I need to watch the movie again, bro. I don't remember that part.
I don't know. Point is, it doesn't matter.
Not having control for a while.
My superpower is that I would like to teleport, and I don't get tired of it. So, Mexico, I'm there. You know what? Fucking Spain, I'm there in like a second. No more driving around. But the only thing I don't know is like, what if I can grab someone? Do they teleport with me? That's the only thing I don't know. I don't know if it's just me myself.
No, you're not trying.
Why? Okay.
You're an apprentice. You're an apprentice. You still can't do that.
My sis is just like limiting my fucking powers, bro. Hey, you know what? What's your fucking power? I want to know what you would choose.
I want to know what your runner-up was.
My runner-up would be I forget the name of it, but what was that? The one that Mystique has, or shape-shifting, or like you could turn into anybody.
Like Beast.
Yeah. Like shape-shifting. I think that
you'd rather teleport than shape-shift.
Why would you want to shape-shift?
Well, when I shape-shift
it.
Why are you trying to be someone else?
Because I could get away with shit, bro. Like, what if I could like?
Because maybe I'm not good enough.
Yeah, I could go into a bank. I could go into a bank and just rob $1 million and then shapeshift into like, and I would be shapeshifted as like Andrew Tate, and then he would get all the blame.
Or look, you shapeshift. You shapeshift, but he's not teleporting. He's shapeshifting.
I could shapeshift into like a corrupt political leader, and then I could say like a whole bunch of stupid shit to get him canceled, and then he would get like in jail. He would get taken to jail or something, or he would lose power. I could do a lot of good from that.
Highly unrealistic, but okay.
He can shapeshift into the banker, walk in, and pull out all the money himself.
And if you're talking about like a highly corrupt politician, they're probably bodyguarded like 24/7.
But they won't know because I'm shapeshifted into him.
When you have two of the same people in the
room,
shapeshifting
it through an ant first.
Look at you, ant.
That was a good one.
Mystique did not work that way. Okay, she did not work that way.
But Hernan's better than that.
Yeah, I'm better.
Okay. He's a level 2 shapeshifter.
Wait, he's a fucking
versus a level 1 teleporter.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would be my choice for power. I don't know what you.
Miguel, go ahead.
Nah, dude, I'm going with it. It would be teleportation, but I don't want to copy and none. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to have
be
some
original.
variation here, you know.
I said be original.
You got one yet? Because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I want to hear yours.
Calm down, people.
We're pretty.
So part of me is going towards like telekinesis, like having control over like over shit. Like,
ooh, I got mine.
Okay, Miguel,
go ahead, Moises. Go ahead.
And then part of me is just like, I have no fucking idea, bro.
Telekinesis.
I think your superpower should be knowing your answer.
Mine would be multi-dimensional travel.
Ooh, like America Chavez?
Yeah, like America Chavez.
Like the multiverse kind of shit?
Like the multiverse kind of shit.
Damn. So you could you could go find like yourself in a different dimension and see how you are in that.
See how I'm doing
dimension.
over there kind of thing.
That's kind of dope. I kind of like that, dude. That's a good answer.
Instead of like imagining all these other scenarios, I don't know. I just explore. I'd be like, what kind of different versions of there are me, or of you guys, or of anyone, you know, or what kind of different versions of the world are there? You know, maybe a world where I don't know, fucking United States lost the Revolutionary War. You know, maybe we're still in control from Britain or something.
And now, question for you: if you found a world where it's like your perfect world, you come across a dimension where you think that's a perfect place to like exist. Now, would you find yourself and eliminate that version of you so that you can stay there?
That one's tough.
He's a murderer for sure.
Okay, no, it wouldn't be murder, guys. Chill. I would no. I've been thinking to be like, hey, you want to trade for a second? No, I wouldn't, because obviously it's like, let's say like I take over that spot, you know. If I took over myself in that world, I don't really know the people there either. They're different. It's like,
that's true.
I would know who you are and who you are, but it's really you guys. They're really the same yous, you know. It's not. There wouldn't be much you could do with it, honestly, but it'd be cool just to be able to see other dimensions, kind of thing.
Can I change? Not change my. Maybe change. So I've been reading, superpowers because
wow, a cheater.
And I hella forgot about invisibility.
You want to be invisible? Why do you want to be invisible?
Cliche.
Yeah.
Either that or there's
no. Answer my question.
Said, invisibility. I don't know.
Answer
cool.
Why? Okay.
Like you could like go to like people and like hear what people were saying without like reading thoughts. Like you could be there and just like listen to people. I guess eavesdrop.
You want to be chismoso way.
You'd be one hell of a spy, bro. One hell of a spy for sure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or there's like telepathy, which is what Professor X is telepathy, not telekinesis.
Oh, okay.
You want to infiltrate people's minds?
Or okay, so what do you guys think the difference between invulnerability and invincibility is?
Invulnerability sounds like you're like durable. Like invincibility just means like you.
So I'm reading is invulnerability is unable to sustain harm versus what did I say the other one was?
Invincibility.
Oh my bad. That's immortality. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, bitch. Immortality just means you can't die.
That's the ability forever. So, I mean, would you rather live forever or not feel pain?
You said immortality where you wouldn't die from natural causes, but you could still die from like an accident or being chopped up into pieces? Or even then, you'd still be alive?
For invulnerability?
No, immortality.
I thought immortality just means you don't die in general.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, you look at it because...
No, immortality
if
means
you get your
die.
head chopped off, you should be dead. Theoretically. Physically, scientifically.
Damn, okay, low-key but that's kind of true.
There are some examples in things like one example I can think of is in Naruto. There's one specific character who is indeed immortal. He is chopped up into pieces and he does not die. But supposedly he could starve to death, which was
this guy would find a way to fucking bring weeps shit.
Bro, I'm just giving you an example, bro.
Yeah, I get you though.
Ooh, power stealing?
See, okay, but you're gonna start listing every single fucking power now.
It's literally some like My Hero stuff right there, bro.
You gave me shit for choosing two, and now you're listing like
power stealing is fucking Kirby, bro. Just fucking suck you in and then take your shit.
Yeah. I would take a non-teleportation, but
that's my top one.
With expanded limits, I'd like teleport to like the ends of the universe and kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, for me, like I wouldn't want to teleport to a fucking planet that I don't know. Yeah, I'll fucking or die from anxiety, bro.
No, think about it. Like you're like in a protected circle, right? You could just go anywhere and just see things and then just come back. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe create
That's
wormholes.
true.
That'd be sick too. You know, but hey,
Create
you guys want to travel
wormholes?
somewhere?
The
Boom, let's
Flash?
go. Let's make this wormhole. Chill. He never. Oh, he tried making a wormhole. Ended up being a black hole.
Okay. He ended up trying to do
Flash,
something,
final
but he
season?
ended up fucking
Final
around.
season?
Nah, fuck the Flash.
Whoa.
Fuck the Flash.
Why are you saying that?
I don't like those shows. I feel like
The
they're
Flash
cheesy.
is the best character.
The TV
out
shows
there.
are always
What do you
kind
mean?
of cheesy, man.
Oh, come on. The Flash is not that bad. Arrow was pretty sick too. Like, Supergirl was okay.
Supergirl's mid.
All right, guys.
But yeah,
Last topic of the
I mean-
day before we get into fucking wormholes of superpowers. We start talking about every single one of them.
Super hearing.
This guy.
Bro,
See,
I'm
there's
on IGN's 100 best superpowers right now.
IGN.
It's fucking
IGN sounds
IGN.
kind of, I don't know. That seems a little basic.
Number 82, self-confidence.
It is a
They're gonna use that
superpower.
one.
Chill.
Damn.
You need some
All right, guys.
self-awareness, bitch.
He needs some milk, bro.
You need some milk. All right. Well, last topic that I'm sure everybody knows about what's happened in the was it like 2 days ago now? In the NFL world, sports world, very sad, very very sad shit that's been going on, and some very controversial shit that kind of tags along with it. But I'm sure you guys know what happened in the NFL with the football player Damar Hamlin. It was a fucking very sad, unfortunate situation where he stopped the play, he got tackled, and he seemed fine for like a couple seconds, but then afterwards he collapsed and fell backwards. I think they were like doing CPR for like 9 minutes straight, right? Like because he stopped breathing.
Yeah.
Like his just lungs weren't like working at all.
Well, his heart had stopped.
So his heart stopped and he stopped breathing, right? So they were doing the CPR to like try to essentially like bring him back, right? Or at least get him breathing.
Yeah.
And then crazy shit. And then afterwards they took him to the hospital, and I think right now from the most recent news that I saw he was incubated, put on a machine so they could help him breathe. And I think yesterday I also read that he went from 100% oxygen levels to about 50% oxygen levels. So he's like slowly getting to that point where he can breathe on his own, but obviously he's still like in critical condition. But they're saying that he's making like good progress from what I've been hearing. So that's like the good news. So hopefully he gets back to 100% pretty soon, because that's a shitty situation. That's a scary situation, man. Just like seeing like the reactions from all the players around him too. It's pretty tough to kind of see, especially.
You know what's crazy is like him being so fucking young.
Yeah, he's what, 23 years old? 24?
24, yeah.
Insane to think about, man. Like you have your whole life ahead of you, and just like that, something like that can happen.
He runs a charity for Christmas for toy drives. And
those toy drives, yeah.
His GoFundMe goal was like something light, like $2,500.
Yeah.
Now he has like millions of dollars
just, like,
donated to that. Blew up.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It wasn't on purpose for, people that aren't aware of what happened. He just took a tackle to the chest and he hit in the right spot, or at the wrong spot at the wrong time. Yeah.
At the wrong time.
And just stopped his heart on impact, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's just fucking something that you don't want to see, man. Like you don't want something like this to happen to anybody, but just like when it happened live, it's just fucking kind of surreal. You just like don't know how to fucking react to it. But what I wanted to ask you guys as well, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. I'm sure you guys know who Skip Bayless is. Fucking popular host on
co-host of Undisputed on Fox.
Yeah, Undisputed with my boy Shannon Sharp. He was under fire, man. He was getting a lot of shit by a lot of people because of one of his tweets. I'll read it back to you guys. So what he had tweeted is, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? Question mark. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude was crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." He's just caring about the game at this point when, like, bro, something so horrible had just happened to a player. Like, why are you thinking about the game at this point? Like, who cares about the fucking game? This is someone's life at stake right now. This person's life is way more important than just like fucking worrying about if this game is going to continue or not, or if it's going to be postponed or whatever. That's like where my problem is. Like, why tweet about something like this at this point in time? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like don't be tweeting about this shit right now, especially at this, like, when it's happening. He probably tweeted shit live.
Well, he did. It was pretty soon after that. What I haven't really heard of or listened to anything is the way I took it was sarcastic. Like he was being a troll to the people that were saying, "What about the game?" Because when you look at it, it is an actually pretty important game in terms of the season, in terms of the standings. But you're right. Like someone's heart stopped on the field. Like you don't. Yeah, as players around you as human beings, like you don't come back and play from that shit. Like you're messed up. You're not focused on the game.
Yeah.
Same thing with Christian Eriksen when he dropped, during the soccer game.
Dropped, yeah.
You don't expect that happening because, as professional athletes, you assume that you are in the best condition. You're in good, healthy condition. You eat right.
Yeah.
You work out. You exercise. You would say you're probably, in the top, 10% of human beings, like physical wise, and that shit happens to you. It's just like, you don't expect it. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for something negative to happen to your health because you assume that you are one of the healthiest people out there, allegedly.
Yeah. But like, even then, going back to the tweet, like even if it's like he was trying to like troll or whatever whatever his point he was trying to make, like, still, you don't tweet, bro. Just don't tweet at all. Like, obviously, I know it's your job. Like, you're a reporter. You talk about the game and shit like that, but just don't tweet at all. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're trolling. I don't care what the point of the tweet was. Just don't tweet at all. Just don't even say anything.
Especially the last sentence. The last sentence is, I think, what really throws people over the edge. I think if you wouldn't have included that last sentence, things would be different. Just because it's a valid point. It's an observation. It's like, how do you cancel this game? How do you postpone this game? Because even if you postpone it, a week or two, the players are still going to think about that incident. Even in the games that they have to play this next week coming up, like, they're still thinking about what just happened over there. There's no way you play 100% focus, And we're talking about two playoff teams, two teams that were playing for first place in the AFC conference, which for people that don't know, it just means first place, you get a guaranteed bye week, an extra week off. It was bad timing, extremely bad timing. Somebody was going to say it. Maybe he took him for the team kind of thing. Maybe he's taking a team, maybe taking one for Fox Sports. I don't know if you believe in kind of conspiracy theories or shit, Because at the end of the day, like, he works for a big, huge fucking media company, like we're talking about. And maybe he didn't have a choice. Maybe they're like, hey, tweet this shit out and you're going to take all the heat for it because you're the bad guy on the show, essentially. I don't know how true that is.
I mean, yeah, you could say that. Like you said, all the conspiracy theorists and shit like that. They could just to bring views to the fucking channel, pretty much, and shit like that. I don't know if you saw like the episode after when Shannon Sharp was obviously like confronted him, and he told him like straight up, he's like, he was like doing the opening monologue, and he's like, he told him straight up, he's like, well, I would hope that Skip removes that tweet or takes it down, and then like Skip automatically just like he interrupted him like right away. He's like, no, I'm gonna stand by what I said, and I'm not gonna take the tweet down, shit like that. So I'm curious to see what the like interactions are, or if it's just all part of the show. Who knows? But I don't know. It's just a shitty situation, and I'm like, come on, like, why make that tweet, man? Like, my boy Damar Hamlin is fucking going through a tough ass fucking situation with what just happened, and you're gonna sit down and fucking write that. It's just so stupid, man.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, hopefully he gets better soon. Hopefully, there's improvements.
Prayers
hopefully
up to the family and
on
Damar
the field,
Hamlin,
because that's pretty sure that's one of the things he loves to do the most. Honestly, this is just a freak accident. There's no way to prevent it from happening again.
Yeah, it's just shitty. Like, I don't remember the name of the player that tackled him, but like it just must feel bad just to be in that situation too, because like you kind of feel like in your head like shit, like I'm the one that tackled him, like I would.
The only thing that was worse than Skip's tweet was the people blaming him for what happened to that. Those tweets were just wild, man.
Yeah, fuck those people, dude. Like, my boy is literally just playing the game. He's doing his job. Like, he would have got shit for not doing a tackle by his coach if he wouldn't. He was
one carrying the ball. It was the other guy that tackled him.
Exactly. Like, yeah. So like for him to stop you, what do you want him to do? Just not run the ball? It's his fucking job. Like, he's playing the game. Like, fuck those people that said that. Yeah. Like, how are you gonna make someone feel like you're fucking telling him it's his fault? Like, you're really gonna be doing that to him right now after he's already probably like stressed the fuck
already
out,
thinking it
like,
too. You're already thinking it too. It's like, oh shit, like.
And
if I would have like moved my head differently,
exactly. And I love that the family, Damar Hamlin's family, like, they came out and they told the people, like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, it wasn't his fault. Like, it wasn't his fault that this happened. This is just a freak accident. Like, no one would have prevented this from happening. No one knew that this was gonna happen.
It's football, dude. Like, honestly, I think football's top. One of the top sports for injuries. Crazy things can happen. We see people break their legs. People break their arms. You've seen people will take neck injuries, spine injuries. This has been a rough year, honestly. I mean, like, for example, your guys' team lost 2 quarterbacks to broken feet or legs, Did you see the stat, though, about that field specifically? Like, that field has had 4 injuries.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That's
so it could be kind of cursed, bro. I don't know, but
yeah.
we see
and the shit with
Tua.
yeah, I was gonna
3
say the shit with
concussions,
Tua.
bro.
Yeah,
3 concussions this season. That man.
that's not healthy.
Man, he needs to
That's
stop.
not healthy, bro. Yeah, he needs to do something about it. He can't keep going back on that field.
Especially because there's no research for concussions and and long-term effects. I mean, we'd look at what Aaron Hernandez, Patriots player.
Yeah. What happened?
That fool lost his fucking shit, and then they did the biopsy on his brain afterwards, and he was full of concussions, basically. Like, you don't know the long-term effects of concussions, and Tua is still freaking second year?
Yeah,
super
dude,
young kind of thing.
That's what's heartbreaking, dude. And because he's a fucking promising player, dude. Like, he's doing so good with Miami. Like,
yeah,
and the really shit happens. Him out. And you get 3 concussions. It just sucks.
Yeah, and you play with one, honestly, because that second concussion was because he was playing with the first one. So that one's pretty rough, man.
That pissed me off, dude. That Miami let him out there after that first one.
I mean, he supposedly was cleared, and he said he was fine. But young people nowadays, they want to prove themselves. They're on the uphill. He wants to make a name for himself, probably, and kind of gets to your head, or the adrenaline kind of pushes you, and you really do feel fine until you get hit again. And you're like, oh fuck, I'm not fine.
But it's a fucking tough world out there, man. Like I said, prayers up to him and his family. Hopefully he recovers pretty soon. It seems like he's making progress, so let's hope that keeps up.
Another news, shout out Ronaldo. I hope he has a good fucking 2 years over there in Saudi Arabia.
Another news, Niners beat the Raiders.
You just had to go there, bitch. Huh? You just had to
no. You opened up a can of worms, man. That's what's not gonna want to shut up now.
You fuck no. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Good game. It was a great game. We played good. You guys played good.
I just had to end on a good note.
I hope you guys get far in the playoffs so you can fucking listen to Super Bowl.
And on that, that's it. That's all we got for tonight.
And on to all of our fans that are the Niner fans, this is not towards you guys, only to these two specifically. After being a Raiders fan, I'm a California fan, Bay Area fan, except the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers, fuck the Rams.
Hey, I agree with that, though. I agree with that.
It just leaves the Niners at that point. Nah, but I'm all down for underdog story and Brock Purdy's last pick of the whole NFL draft.
Let's make him the first rookie quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Hey, that'd be one fucking fairy tale story. That'd be like Morocco fucking making it to semifinals kind of thing, Like, it's gonna be crazy. So, yeah. Shout out Ronaldo and playing for Al.
No shout out Ronaldo. No shout out Ronaldo.
Hey, but you see his contract, though. If Newcastle makes Champions League, he gets to go play for Newcastle. That shit.
Oh, that was actually real?
It's because they own Newcastle. That same owner of that team owns Newcastle. Yeah.
Wow.
That part of his contract is real. He said he gets a unique contract because he's a unique player.
Damn. And hey, that's a good fucking sentence to end the podcast, because that shit was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. We hope you enjoy episode number 28. God damn, guys, we going up there. Episode 28 of Los Compas Podcast. Yeah, that's it. I don't really have a closing statement today, guys. I don't know if you guys want to say anything.
No, I mean, I'm very excited to start this new year with the podcast,
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm excited to see where things are going to go. We're going to start setting some goals for ourselves. You'll see our presence out there a little more often. We'll work on collabs, hopefully. We'll work on getting some live guests back on here.
Some more
guests.
Explaining
our topics a little bit more. Just having an all-around good, entertaining podcast for you guys. And thanks for joining us again. Thanks for being in the new year with us. Let us know in the comments what kind of goals you have in mind, for the next month, the next half year, the next year. Let us know what kind of things you want to see. Appreciate any comments, any feedback, all the support. Appreciate these two right here for getting us started on this podcast. Wouldn't be here without them.
Yes, sir.
And remember, if someone drops money in front of you, pick that bitch up. That shit yours.
Hey, nah, give that money back. Hey, also teleportation. That's where it's at. All right, guys. Give us 5 stars. Apple Podcasts. Also Spotify. Follow our TikTok. We finally reached 100 followers on TikTok. Hey, round of applause for that one, guys. Round of applause. That's about time for that one. Moises, what do they do on YouTube?
Tú sabes, man. Suscríbete, dale like, y pega la campanita.
Esa
Don't
pinche
forget,
campanita.
notifications on, man, because then you get to know when we drop all this hot-ass fucking podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Órale pues, cabrones. Ahí nos miramos por la próxima. Vámonos.
Dale pues.
Dale pues.